Good morning and welcome to Auckland here in Aotearoa, New Zealand. It's the country's largest city, population approximately 1.7 million people. It's a very mild May Saturday morning here in Auckland, and today we're going to be doing something really exciting. We're going to head out on the harbour, out to the Hauraki Gulf, and explore some of the beautiful islands of the Auckland Hauraki Gulf region. Today we're going to be getting a Fuller's 360 ferry service out to the spectacular Rangitoto Island, which is a volcanic symmetrical cone island forming part of the Hauraki Gulf Maritime Park. Rangitoto Island is actually the youngest and the largest, so approximately 50 volcanoes in the whole of the Auckland volcanic field. Actually last erupted around 620 to 600 years ago. And it's also connected to Motaapu Island by a natural causeway as well, which is a non-volcanic island. So once you get out there, it's a really cool island. It's got plenty of history there as well, all the way dating back to pre-European days. A lot of Maori history there, a lot of history during the World Wars as well as a lookout place. And yeah, today it is an ecologically protected island, and very much the Department of Conservation take keeping this island beautiful and pristine very seriously. So when you do visit the island, there is strict biosecurity measures in place, such as ensuring you don't bring any contaminated footwear or camping gear, or anything that you bring can't be prohibited items, because they don't want any pests and that on the island. So it's really pristine and beautiful over there. Before we head on our ferry today, just a little bit of information about the ferry route itself. It's operated by Fuller's 360 Ferry Group, who are one of the main ferry operators here in Auckland. So Auckland has a pretty busy ferry scene down on the harbour side wharfs. You'll find them along Quay Street, just at the end of Queen Street. For this particular service, it's not a particularly frequent service, unlike services to the nearby populated Waikiki Island, but they do operate 3 days a week, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, and in addition to public holidays. So on Fridays the service leaves at 9:15 a.m, and on Saturdays and Sundays it leaves at 9:25 a.m. Has a short stop at Devonport on the other side of the harbour 10 minutes later. Then it continues on, arriving at Rangitoto Island around half an hour later. There is gazetted to be free returning times, which are Fridays 12:20, 2:20 and 3:30, while on Saturdays and Sundays the return options are 12:20, 2:20 and 4 p.m. To book this service, you can get it cheaper if you book online. It costs 43 New Zealand dollars a return. Otherwise, walk-up prices are slightly steeper at $47. So yeah, today we booked a 9:25 departure, and I selected the return time of 2:20. However, once I got to the ferry terminal and was ready to board, I was informed there was only one return time for that day, being 4 p.m. This is a little bit disappointing. They didn't really give notice of this in advance, purely because some people may not be intending to spend the whole day over there, and there's absolutely no facilities apart from one or two sort of very basic toilets there. There's no running water, there's certainly no shops, there's nothing there. So perhaps, some people might have come prepared. You're going to be there 3 hours longer than expecting. So a little bit better communication, because some people might have planned their day and then they're given this news, take it or leave it, when they get to the ferry. So communication could have been better there. But anyway, we now are leaving Auckland's ferry terminal, and yeah, what better time now just to sit back, relax, enjoy what is a little bit cloudy but not too bad a day on Auckland Harbour nonetheless. And yeah, we're a ferry journey of around half an hour over there. I'll definitely be sure to show you some of the highlights along the way. Before we get going with our highlights of the scenery out into the Hauraki Gulf and cruising along Auckland Harbour today, just a friendly reminder, if you haven't already, if you enjoy my sort of content, whether it be flight, train, ferry, bus reviews, walking tours, whatever you enjoy, if you do enjoy same, really appreciate it if you like the videos, engage with them with comments, and of course subscribe to the channel as well. Really just motivates me to produce better content for you guys, and also helps the algorithm as well. So yeah, for now, what better time to just sit back, relax, enjoy some of the scenery as we head over to Rangitoto Island this morning. Now that we're well and truly left Auckland Harbour front, just a little bit of information about the ferry itself. It's a pretty stock standard ferry, nothing too much to report about, to be honest. It basically has upper deck, which is all open air. Be really nice place to be, certainly on a sunny day. On a fairly wintry and mild day like today, it does get quite chilly up the top, and when you are in fairly open waters, it can certainly be bumpy, but yeah, this definitely can be the place to be on a good day. Then you've got the middle enclosed seating area. It's fairly comfortable seating down there. There's also a licensed bar as well, and also snacks and non-alcoholic drinks you can buy. So if you have if all else fails and you forgot to bring any water or anything with you, I would suggest you buy something at the little shop there, or there is also free drinking water available as well, so I'd definitely try and get some of that. And yeah, there's also seating at the back of the lower deck as well. So yeah, pretty stock standard ferry, comfortable, nothing amazing, but gets the job done. And yeah, now let's just keep continuing over to Rangitoto Island now. I hope you enjoy, and once we head in to Rangitoto Island, I'll give my final thoughts on today's ferry journey with Fuller's 360. We're not too far off now, concluding our ferry journey and a little bit of a review today with Fuller's Ferry over Rangitoto Island. Just one thing to note also on today's journey, supposedly due to fairly rough weather, which I didn't overly notice to be honest. Unfortunately we can't disembark and dock at the main Rangitoto Island ferry terminal. Instead we have to dock at the much smaller pier at Islington Bay. Didn't really bother me too much, but it is about several kilometres from the main ferry wharf, and this also means for doing the summit walk today that I was intending to do, it's definitely a longer walk. But considering I've got plenty of time today and extra unexpected time here, it didn't really bother me. So now that we're on Rangitoto Island, it's a really beautiful ferry journey today. The Hauraki Gulf is an absolute maybe under-known gem here in Auckland that locals might not be so well aware of. And yeah, it was pretty uneventful ferry journey today. For the price, $43. Certainly not the cheapest ferry service, but I can totally understand it's not publicly funded either, and it's not overly that well patronised, so I can understand why the price has to be fairly steep. Yeah, so fairly uneventful journey. Only thing that probably did let the ferry operator down was the lack of communication about not being able to honour the 2 out of the 3 return times from Rangitoto Island. So yeah, with just the one returning time at 4 o'clock today, everyone who's taken the journey over is a little bit stressed, because if you miss the return ferry service, you're going to be stranded on this island overnight with no water, no food, nothing. So yeah, should have just sent out a message or saying like that, saying that there's only one return service today, and give us some advance notice. Obviously you could cancel the trip, but yeah, it would have been better, the advance notice. But yeah, uneventful ferry journey. Really enjoyed my time on Rangitoto Island despite having the extra unexpected time there. I had no problems using the full amount of time there. And yeah, keep an eye out in coming weeks. I'll be doing a comprehensive walking tour around the whole island. It's absolutely beautiful, one of the most pristine places I've been to, so stay tuned for that. In the meantime, if you have enjoyed the video, don't forget to obviously like and subscribe to the video, that would be much appreciated. And you also visit my website aussiejetsetter.com.au for the latest flight reviews, industry news, destination guides, frequent flyer hacks and more. But until the next one of my reviews or walking tours or wherever you might find me, safe travels wherever that might take you.